Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be chatting with you all about a hot topic that I get a question about so often. People will call me on the phone and they're like, "Hey, Mariah, I'm thinking about making a move to Utah, but I'm still not sure if I should move more to the Salt Lake City, Utah area or more to Southern Utah and the St. George area. Help me out. Which one's better?" So today, I'm going to be walking you through what some people prefer about St. George, what some people prefer about Salt Lake City, and which one might be the best fit for you. Let's hop into it right now. Mariah Curley here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in Utah, and this channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living here in St. George. If that's of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you're notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to make a move, who are looking to relocate, buy, sell, build a property here in Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. My team and I would love to help you out. Also, if you do want a copy of our free Moving to St. George, Utah guide, or even our free Moving to Salt Lake City, Utah guide, comment down below the word guide, G-U-I-D-E, and we'd love to send that over to you. So like I said, I get this question often, Mariah, I'm thinking about making a move to Utah. I'm still not sure which area would be the best fit. Many people will call and they'll say, hey, you know what? I can work from home. I can work, remotely, but I'm just really not sure. So let's chat about some of the things that people love about living here in St. George, what some of the people love living in Salt Lake City area, and some of the advantages and disadvantages to both. So let's start off with St. George. Many people love moving to St. George simply because of the beauty that surrounds St. George. You've got the beautiful red rocks, you've got so much hiking, biking, you've got Sand Hollow, you've got, beautiful state parks in and around in and around St. George. So a lot of people love simply the beauty. They also love the active lifestyle. They love being out and about, hiking and biking and kayaking and canoeing and playing pickleball and all that St. George has to offer. Another reason people move down here is the weather. People love living in St. George because of the dry climate. Yes, you're going to see dry in Salt Lake as well. However, here in St. George, you're going to experience more of a moderate dry climate. What I mean by that is in the wintertime, it will snow a handful of times in the wintertime, but that snow, it doesn't stick and it melts really, really fast. Whereas in Salt Lake City, you're going to be shoveling snow a lot more on some winters, and depending on where you live, you're going to either see a lot more snow or, less snow, just depending on, the elevation and the area that you're in. So many people love moving here to St. George simply because of that more mild climate and that more moderate temperature. Also, but with that being said, St. George, some people don't love living in St. George simply because of the summer months and the climate during the summer. You are going to experience many 100-degree days in the summertime. It cools down slightly during the night, but you're going to reach those 100-degree days day after day after day, whereas in Salt Lake, you're not going to see that. Yes, Salt Lake hits 90 and 100 degrees, but a few 100-degree days, more 90s in the summer, and then it will cool down quite a bit more. So kind of knowing that. Also, people love living here in St. George because of the sense of community, low crime rate. You've got a lot of family-friendly activities. You also have, this is a big draw for a big retirement community. There are tons of different golf courses around. There are lots of different senior centers that are here. There are a lot of different activities geared towards seniors. There's a lot of different sports and activities and recreation. There's something here called the Huntsman Games that happens every October, draws in a huge number of seniors here. So just kind of know some people love living here for those reasons. Some of the disadvantages of living here in St. George, we talked about the weather for some is a huge advantage. For other people, they don't want those 100-degree days. Also, because St. George is growing so much, there's a lot more traffic. There's a lot more congestion. But you are going to have more of that mild climate. also lack of a night scene. If you are looking for a big nightlife, St. George may not be the right fit for you. So hopefully this gives you a little idea about St. George and whether or not that would be a good fit for you. Now let's hop right in to Salt Lake and let's see which one might be a better fit for you. All right, moving right into Salt Lake. Salt Lake, we know, is the largest city, is the capital here in Utah, and you're going to experience a lot more activity. There's going to be, more of a night scene. If you are looking for more of a night scene, there are going to be more job opportunities than you're going to experience in St. George. We've got the tech industry, which is right in Lehi, Utah, which is about 25-30 minutes south of Salt Lake City. That is called what they nicknamed the Silicon Slopes. Yes, the Silicon Slopes, named after the Silicon Valley in Northern California. So there are a lot of jobs in and around the Salt Lake area. There's also a lot more housing options. Yes, there's still a lot of housing options here in St. George, especially with all the new home construction. But in and around Salt Lake, you are going to have more to choose from and more job opportunities, more housing opportunities. The cost of living is about comparable between the two, but it tends to be slightly less in and around the St. George area as opposed to Salt Lake City. So for some people, when they're thinking about moving to Salt Lake, they're like, ooh, cost of living is a little bit more. They may want to, be in southern Utah as opposed to Salt Lake City. When we're talking about beauty, when we're talking about outdoor recreation, Salt Lake has so much in the way of outdoor recreation. Obviously, we know, a ton of different ski resorts. There are 12 ski resorts in and around Salt Lake City, world-class snow. People come from all over the world to ski Utah. In St. George, we do, the closest ski resort that we have is Brian Head, which is about an hour and 30, depending on how fast you drive. But just knowing that if you're looking for a lot of ski and snowboarding activities, Salt Lake may be a better fit for you than St. George. So just kind of knowing that, but Salt Lake City still offers so much in the way of outdoor recreation, hiking, biking, kayaking, canoeing, all those different things, pickleballing. You still get that sense of community. There are a lot of, family-friendly activities to do in and around Salt Lake. If you are, into professional sporting events, Salt Lake City may be a better fit for you than St. George. St. George does not have any professional teams here. The closest is going to be about an hour and 45 minutes to Las Vegas. And then you can head up to Salt Lake City, which is about an hour or 3 hours, 45 minutes from St. George. So, to get to your Utah Jazz, to get to, the other professional sporting events that are in Las Vegas could be a determining factor for you. So just kind of know both have a lot of advantages. And one of the things I always say, when people are like, oh, Mariah, which one's a better fit for me? I say, take a weekend or take a week or whatever your schedule will allow, come out here, take a look. I've had so many clients that have come out and they're like, okay, I love the beauty and the red rock and the whatever of St. George. But as soon as I got to Salt Lake, I saw, the green trees and I saw, we went through all the canyons and we did that. And that's more of a fit for me. Or some people, go to Salt Lake and they're like, it's too busy and there's too much and, this, that, and the other. So I'd rather be in St. George. So honestly, plan your trip out here. Take a couple of days to spend in and around St. George. Take a couple of days to, see what Salt Lake is all about and see which one's going to be the best fit for you. I know I have a lot of friends that have a place in St. George and have a place in Salt Lake City. And, they snowbird back and forth. And when it gets really, really cold in Salt Lake, they come to St. George. And then when it gets too hot here in St. George, then they go to Salt Lake. So, depending on what your needs are, depending on what the best fit for you is, you'll get to determine that. But hopefully this gives you an idea of some of those things of what people really like about St. George. Like I said, the beauty, the red rock, the outdoor, the family friendly, low crime rate, all of that. But then the same thing, you look at Salt Lake City and you've got world-class skiing and 12 plus ski resorts in and around the area. You've got Park City close by. It's still very family friendly. The job market, there's a lot of jobs in and around Salt Lake City, a lot more housing options. So hopefully this gives you an idea of which one might be the right fit for you. And if you are still thinking about making a move, relocating, buying, selling, or even building a property here in Utah, my team and I hear from people like you all the time, and we absolutely love it. So feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and it would be our pleasure to connect with you. Also, if you do want a copy of our free Moving to Utah guides, comment down below the word guide, Guide, and we'd love to send that over to you. Wishing you a fantastic rest of your day and week, and we'll chat with you soon. Take care and have a great one. Bye.